ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. Before we begin today's class, we're going to quickly go over what we took in our last class. And this is what we're going to be doing at the start of each lesson. We're going to quickly review what we've taken in the previous class. And the focus is going to be on memorizing the words. And this is the most important part of learning a new language. Memorizing vocab and being able to use these vocabs in the right context. So I'm going to ask you questions regarding what we took last lesson. How do you say a house?
بيت.
Okay, how do you say a chair?
كرسي.
How do you say a pen?
قلم.
How do you say a book?
كتاب.
How do you say a notebook?
دفتر.
How do you say a mosque?
مسجد.
How do you say a bed?
صغير.
How do you say a key?
مفتاح.
How do you say a door?
باب.
طيب. So this is the words. Okay, now we're going to make sentences. How do you say this is a door?
هذا باب.
How do you say this is a chair?
هذا كرسي.
How do you say this is a key?
هذا مفتاح.
Okay. How do you say in Arabic? How do you say in Arabic? I'm going to teach you that now. You need to memorize, yeah? I'm going to ask you in Arabic from now on. كيف تقول? كيف تقول means how do you say? كيف تقول, okay? What does كيف تقول mean?
How do you say?
That's if I'm talking to a boy, a masculine, a male. If I'm asking a male, I say كيف تقول. If I'm talking to a woman, a girl, a female, I say كيف تقولين. Okay. So I'm going to stop saying how do you say. When I speak to you, I'm going to say كيف تقول. What does كيف تقول mean? How do you say? Okay, let's try. كيف تقول this is a house.
هذا بيت.
كيف تقولين this is a key.
هذا مفتاح.
كيف تقولين this is a door.
هذا باب.
كيف تقول this is a pen.
هذا قلم.
كيف تقولين this is a mosque.
هذا مسجد.
Very good. Okay, so هذا is when you're pointing something out. The thing you're pointing out has to be masculine, singular, close. Masculine, singular, close. Can I say هذا سمية? If I'm talking about Sumaya, can I say هذا سمية? This is Sumaya.
No.
Why?
You only say هذا thing that's masculine.
Yeah, something that's masculine. The object has to be masculine, or the person has to be masculine. Sumaya is a girl. I can't say هذا سمية. Tamam. So this is a very important lesson, yeah? So we need to know how to use هذا. We know what it means. It's to point things out. It means this in English. But when you use it for things that are close, things that are masculine, and things which are singular. One thing, not more than one. Okay, this is what I need everyone to do. I need everyone to make space at the back of their notebooks for the new words that they learn during each lesson. So these are the new words that we took from last lesson. So there's a section here for al-kalima. Al-kalima means the word. What's the new word that you have taken? You list it down here. So I've written it down here. Al-kalima. Al-kalima is the new word. At-tarjamatu. At-tarjamatu is the translation of this new word. Al-jins is the gender of this word. Because we mentioned previously that every noun, and these are going to be nouns, has a gender. Yeah, every noun has a gender. Mithal is an example of this word in a sentence. Al-jam' is the plural of this word. What's the plural of this word? We're not going to fill in every section, inshallah. We're going to come back to the sections that are unfilled and we'll fill it in once we've studied a bit more. So there's a section in the book where we study jam', plurals of the words in this book. So once we study that, we're going to fill in the sections, inshallah. And the ones that are not given, we're going to do them ourselves. We're going to create example sentences with the new words, and inshallah we're going to translate them. So these are the new words that we've taken. Kalimatun is not a word that was in the book. It's part of the introduction that we took. The introduction that we took, we said kalima is a word, and words in the Arabic language are divided into three: ismun, fi'lun, harfun. So these are some of the new words that we took in Arabic. So I wrote them down. The word kalima means a word, and this noun is feminine. So I can't say hadha kalima. I can't say that because this is feminine, and hadha is used to point out things which are masculine. So I can't say hadha kalima. This is a word. I have to use a different demonstrative pronoun which we're going to use later, or we're going to learn later. Ismun is a noun. Ismun, this word is masculine. So F stands for feminine and M stands for masculine. Fi'lun, then we have fi'lun is a verb, it's masculine. Harfun, a particle, masculine. Ad-darsu, the lesson, is masculine. Ad-darsu al-awwalu, the first. Ad-darsu, the lesson, al-awwalu, the first. Both of them are masculine. Hadha is the ismul ishara, which means this. It's masculine. Baytun, a house. Masjidun, a mosque. Babun, a door. Kitabun, a book. Daftarun was not part of the words mentioned in the lesson. This was something that we added on, a notebook. So we're not just trying to concentrate on the words that are given in the book. Otherwise, if we just focus on memorizing the words in the book, we're not going to have a rich vocab. We need to add and pick up as much vocab as we can, whether they're in the book or outside of the book. Daftarun, a notebook. And the difference between kitab and daftar is obvious. Notebook is something that you write in. A book is usually something that you read. Qalamun, a pen. Miftahun, a key. Maktabun, a desk. Sarirun, a bed. Kursiyun, a chair. So these are the words. Once you get into the system of being able to organize it like this, you don't really need to put in lines. You can do it like this. So this is a continuation of some of the words that we took. Mufradun means singular. Muthanna, duo. Jam'un, plural. Mudhakkarun, masculine. Mu'annathun, feminine. Jinsun, gender. Adadun, number. Qaribun, close or near. Al-ishara, sign or indication or pointing. So the last word has F next to it. F indicates that it's feminine. Al-ishara is feminine, and everything else, except for mu'annath, is feminine, and everything else is masculine. So you could do it like this without having to draw lines. طيب. So the point is, firstly, when you come across a new word, the first thing you need to do is be able to pronounce it. What's the first thing that you need to be able to do? Pronounce the word clearly and correctly. Because if you pronounce it incorrectly, it's going to affect the way you write it. It's going to affect everything else. So the first step is pronouncing the word correctly. And we're going to concentrate, inshallah, with our reading to make sure that we pronounce every word in this book correctly. Tamam. So pronouncing the word correctly. After that, being able to write the word correctly. After that, memorizing the meaning, as well as the word, memorizing the word as well as its meaning, knowing its gender. The example sentence and the jam' will come afterwards. So in total, there's 6 things: being able to pronounce the word correctly, being able to write the word correctly, knowing its meaning, its gender, its plural, and 6thly, an example sentence using that word. This is something that a person learning the Arabic language should have a section in his notebook for, and he should apply these 6 things with every new word that he comes across. Tamam. So these are the new words, inshallah. I'll take a picture and I'll post it in the Telegram group so that it's easier for everyone to copy, inshallah. طيب, so we're going to start today's class. Okay, in today's class we're going to be learning how to ask questions. how to ask questions. And as you have already learnt in our previous course, the basics of Arabic reading and writing, we read from right to left, and we also write from right to left. Yeah, in Arabic we read and write from right to left. So this is why the question mark is facing this way. Yeah, the question mark is facing this way. Hada, we already know. What does hada mean? This. Okay, so now it's turned into a question by the addition, with the addition of ma. What does ma mean? Means what. What does ma mean? What. What does ma mean? What. So ma hada means what is this. What does ma hada mean?
What is this?
طيب. ما هذا means what is this. ما هذا, what is this. Okay, repeat after me, yeah? We're going to say it 5 times. ما هذا.
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 What does that mean?
What is this?
What is this? What is this? Okay. Next line. We look at the picture. The picture shows us a house. So the answer is to this question, what is this? هذا بيت.
هذا بيت.
هذا بيت.
هذا بيت.
We already know how to say هذا بيت, right? So we don't need to repeat it 5 times. What does هذا بيت mean?
This is a house.
Very good. Okay, another way of asking a question. And if you look at this line and the line above it, the only difference is the hamza. The addition of this hamza at the start has turned this statement into a question. So we can turn statements into questions by adding a hamza at the beginning. So this is another tool which is used to ask questions. So far we've learnt ma, what, and hamza. Hamza is translated according to the sentence. So ahadha baytun, is this a house? Ahaulai muslimun, are these people Muslims? So it doesn't have like a direct translation. It's translated according to the sentence. Yeah, it can mean is or are and so on. Ahadha baytun.
هذا بيت.
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 What does that mean? Is this a house?
Is this a house?
What does that mean?
Is this a house?
Okay, what's the difference between هذا بيت and أهذا بيت? What's the difference? One is a statement and the other one is a question. One, you're telling someone هذا بيت, this is a house. The other one, you're asking them أهذا بيت. What made it turn into a question? The hamza. The hamza at the beginning turned the statement into a question. Okay, let me give you another example. I'll say to you, Ana Muhammad. What does Ana Muhammad mean? I am Muhammad. That's a statement now. I'm telling you I am Muhammad. I want to turn this statement into a question. What do I need to do? Bring hamza at the beginning. So I say, Ana Muhammad. What does Ana Muhammad mean? Am I Muhammad? Am I Muhammad? I'm asking now. Okay. Ana Muhammad. Am I Muhammad? طيب. So we've learnt 2 tools to ask questions. What is ma, and is or are, and so on is hamza. Okay. Now look at the answer. When we ask the question with ma hadha, we answer directly. Ma hadha, what is this? We say what it is. Hadha baytun. If this was a masjid, we say ma hadha, hadha masjidun, and so on. So if you ask a question with ma, you answer directly. But if you answer a question, if you ask a question with hamza, because the person who's asking a question with hamza, he has an idea what it is, but he wants you to confirm. He wants you to confirm that what he thinks in his mind is right or not. So this is why you need to answer with na'am. You either answer with na'am to confirm what this person thinks it is. So here he's saying, ahadha baytun, is this a house? He thinks it's a house. If it is a house, you confirm by saying na'am. What does na'am mean?
Yes.
Yes. What does na'am mean?
Yes.
Okay, what if what he is saying is wrong and it's not what he thinks it is? You say la. La, which is here at the bottom. You say la. So when you answer a question that is built up with the hamza, that starts with the hamza, ahadha baytun, you always have to start with na'am or la. What does la mean?
No.
No. What does na'am mean?
Yes.
Yes. What does na'am mean?
Yes.
What does la mean?
No.
When do you use na'am and la? When you ask a question with hamza. Ahadha baytun, ana Muhammad, na'am or la, na'am or la. Okay. But if you ask a question with ma, do you need to bring na'am or la?
No.
No. Okay. Let's carry on. Ahadha baytun, is this a house? Na'am hadha baytun. Na'am hadha baytun. I want you to repeat after me, yeah? Na'am hadha baytun.
نعم هذا بيت.
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 So this is na'am is a new word. What does na'am mean?
Yes.
Yes. What does la mean?
No.
No. Okay. Next one. ما هذا. Repeat.
ما هذا.
ما هذا.
ما هذا.
What does ما هذا mean? Who can tell me? What?
What is this?
Yes, what is this? Very good. We already said it 5 times here. So we don't need to repeat it 5 times again. Ma hadha means, what is this? What is this? What does ma hadha mean?
What is this?
What does ma mean? What? Okay. Next one. Or the answer to ma hadha, do we need to say na'am or la?
No.
No, we don't need to say na'am or la. When do we say na'am or la? If we ask the question with ahadha, with the hamza. Okay? So here we don't need to say na'am or la, because the person doesn't know what it is. Whereas this person who asks with the hamza, he has an idea what it is. He just wants you to confirm or negate. Okay, here he doesn't have a clue what it is. That's why he's asking. What is this? This is a new word now. هذا قميص.
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 New word is قميص. What's قميص? Shirt.
قميص.
تمام. Next question. أهذا سرير? Is this a, what's a سرير? Bed.
Bed.
Yeah. أهذا سرير? Is this a bed? Is this a bed?
لا.
No, this is not a bed. And the question is asked with using a hamza. So the answer is either going to start with na'am or la. Na'am or la. In this case, we say la, because this is not a bed. What is this? هذا كرسي. طيب. أهذا سرير? أهذا سرير? Is this a bed? لا. هذا كرسي. No. This is a chair. Next question. أهذا مفتاح? Is this a
Key.
key? Is this a key?
No.
لا. This is not a key. What is this? ما هذا? هذا قلم. This is a pen. أهذا مفتاح؟ لا. هذا قلم. أهذا مفتاح؟ لا. هذا قلم. أهذا مفتاح؟ لا. هذا قلم. Is this a key? No, this is a pen. And the last question on the page. ما هذا? What does ما هذا mean?
What is this?
Very good. What does ما هذا mean?
What is this?
The answer. هذا نجم. هذا نجم. Najmun is a star. What's a najm?
Star.
So this is a new word. Let's say it 5 times. هذا نجم.
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 What does najmun mean?
Star.
Najmun, okay, not majmun. Najmun. What's najmun?
Star.
Star. Very good. So let me read this page one more time quickly. ما هذا? What is this? ما هذا? What is this? هذا بيت. This is a house. أهذا بيت? Is this a house? نعم هذا بيت. Yes, this is a house. ما هذا? What is this? هذا قميص. This is a shirt. أهذا سرير؟ لا هذا كرسي. Is this a bed? No, this is a chair. أهذا مفتاح? Is this a key? لا هذا قلم. This is a pen. ما هذا? What is this? هذا نجم. This is a star. Let's move on to the next page. On the next page it says تمرين. This is a ta on top and it says mim ra ya nun. تمرين. تمرين means exercise. What does tamreen mean?
Exercise.
This is a new word. Yeah? Let's say it 5 times. تمرين.
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 What does tamreen mean? Exercise. What does tamreen mean?
Exercise.
Exercise. So this is the first exercise in this lesson. Okay, so this is homework. Exercise. The exercise is asking the questions. ما هذا ما هذا ما هذا ما هذا ما هذا ما هذا ما هذا. What does ما هذا mean? What is this? So the person who's asking this question doesn't know what it is. So you need to answer what it is. So you'd say, for example, هذا, and then you look at the picture. The picture here is a key. So مفتاح. So you write هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. You need to write that down. And then you look at the pictures and then you answer all of the questions according to the pictures that are on the page. This is the first exercise and this is going to be homework. Okay, this is going to be homework. Tamreen number 1 is homework. Then we have another homework. The second homework is Tamreen number 2. Tamreen number 2. Tamreen number 2 is also asking questions. The difference between the first tamreen and the second tamreen is that the questions here have been asked using hamza. Using hamza. Ahadha najmun. So in this case, the person has an idea what it is. He wants you to confirm or negate if what he thinks it is right or wrong. Whereas in the first one, ma hadha, he has no clue. Ahadha baytun, is this a house? Is this a key? Is this a shirt? Is this a star? You look at the picture, and as we mentioned, you need to either affirm or negate. How do you affirm? You say,
Yes.
Na'am. Na'am, yes. How do you negate? How do you say no? La. So you look at the picture, for example, this one, Ahadha baytun, is this a house? La. Hadha masjidun. Hadha masjidun. And you answer all of those questions. And the final piece of homework, Tamreen number 3. Tamreen number 3, it says, Iqra waktub. This is going to come a lot of times in this book. Iqra. What does Iqra mean?
Read.
Read. Iqra is a verb. It's a fi'lun. Iqra is a fi'lun. Then we have wa. This waw joins the two words together. Wow. This wa means and. So read and uktub. What's uktub? Write. Uktub means write. But when we read the hamzatul wasl in the middle, we skip it. So we're going to join the waw to the kaf. We say wak واكتب. اقرأ واكتب. Repeat after me 5 times. اقرأ واكتب means read and write. Okay, repeat after me 5 times. اقرأ واكتب.
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 اقرأ واكتب means read and write. اقرأ is a fi'l and uktub is a fi'l. Reading and writing are actions. طيب, so the exercise here, read and write, wants to know whether you are able to pronounce this correctly and you are able to write it correctly by putting the correct markings, the tashkil, the markers. So you'll find that in this book, when the author brings a new word, he brings it with tashkil. Tashkil is basically this. So if you look at the qamisun, the qaf has a fatha, mim has a kasra, the ya has a sukun, sad has dhammatain. This is tashkil. When the new word comes, it comes with tashkil. So to help you read it correctly. Then as you go on through the book, when this word comes again, it comes without tashkil, because the author expects you to know that the qaf should have a fatha, the mim should have a kasra. So you don't say qumu, qumu or qama. You need to know that it's qamisun. And this answers the question that many people ask. Some people, when they're learning Arabic, they say, how do you read Arabic when it has no tashkil? How do you read? This is how you read. You memorize. So the word comes, you memorize it how it is. Qamisun. Once you know it's qamisun, the qaf is never going to change. It's going to have the fatha. And the mim is going to have the kasra. The ya is going to be sakin. Same for miftahun. It's never going to change. So once you memorize this word, you've memorized it. That's it. The tashkil is done. Only thing that's going to change is the last haraka on the last letter. طيب, so this exercise, اقرأ واكتب, throughout this book, that's what it tests you. The fact that you've memorized this word and the fact that you're able to place the tashkil correctly. So this is the third exercise. You need to write these words out or these sentences out in your book and place the tashkil. I'm not going to read them because if I read them, I've given you the homework for this one. So this one is the third and final homework. The third and final homework. So we stop here, inshallah. And if there is any new words, the new words, you should be able to identify which words we've taken in this lesson which are new, that we did not take previously, and then you put it in your list on your notebook. The list that we said you have to create, you do the same thing with the new words in this lesson. And inshallah, next lesson we're going to start by going through these 3 pieces of homework before going on to the next part and continuing with the new lesson. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.